Hello, young tech explorers. Welcome to our exciting journey into the history of computers. Have you ever wondered how the amazing devices we use today were invented? Long ago, people didn't have laptops or smartphones. They had to use simple tools just to count. Today, we are going to explore Chapter 2, the evolution of computers. We will travel back in time to see how counting stones turned into the smart supercomputers we see today. Get ready to meet brilliant inventors and discover the secret generations of computer technology. Let's jump right in and get started. Let's look at our first section, early calculating devices. Thousands of years ago, people invented the abacus in China. It was the very first calculating device, using wooden beads on frames to add and subtract. Later, in 1617, John Napier invented Napier's bones, which were strips of wood or bone used for multiplication. Then came the Pascaline, built by Blaise Pascal in 1642. It was an early mechanical calculator that used gears and wheels. Soon after, the Leibniz step reckoner improved on this by doing all four basic math operations. Finally, in the 1800s, Charles Babbage designed the difference engine and the analytical engine. These were massive mechanical machines that laid the foundation for modern computers. Imagine doing math on giant machines made of gears. Now, let's meet the brilliant minds in Section 2, Important Inventors. First up is Charles Babbage, known as the father of computer because he designed the very first automatic mechanical computers. Next is Blaise Pascal, who gave us the Pascaline calculator when he was just a young man. Then we have Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, who created the clever step reckoner. John Napier helped make big math calculations much faster with his bones. Later in 1890, Hermann Hollerith invented the tabulating machine using punched cards to process data quickly, becoming the father of IBM. In 1936, Konrad Zuse built the first mechanical computer called Z1. Finally, John Atanasoff and Clifford Berry built the ABC, the very first electronic digital computer. These inventors changed the world forever. Let's zoom through time in Section 3, 5 generations of computers. To remember them easily, just use the trick VTTMU. The first generation used giant, hot vacuum tubes. These computers were as big as a whole room. The second generation switched to smaller, faster transistors. In the third generation, scientists invented integrated circuits or ICs, making computers even smaller and more reliable. The fourth generation brought us microprocessors, which are the tiny chips inside the computers we use today, like laptops and PCs. Right now, we are in the fifth generation, which uses artificial intelligence or AI. This technology allows devices to understand our voice, think smartly, and solve complex problems just like a human. Let's explore Section 4, Types of Computers. Did you know computers come in all shapes and sizes? The biggest and fastest of all is the supercomputer, used for giant tasks like weather forecasting. Next are mainframe computers, which are very powerful and used by large organizations like banks. Smaller than mainframes are mini-computers, used by medium-sized companies. The ones you see every day are microcomputers. These are your laptops, tablets, and desktop PCs made for individual use. Finally, we have hybrid computers. These special devices combine the best features of analog and digital systems. You can easily find hybrid computers working in hospitals and scientific laboratories to monitor health and run experiments. Let's wrap up with Section 5, Important Facts and Quick Revision. Remember, the abacus was developed in China, and Pascaline could only add and subtract. The analytical engine was the first to use memory and control units. Did you know ENIAC was the very first electronic computer, while UNIVAC was the first commercial computer sold to businesses? To easily memorize the computer parts, remember our memory trick. Vacuum tubes turn into transistors, then integrated circuits, then microprocessors, and finally AI. For inventors, think of the order NPLB: Napier, Pascal, Leibniz, and Babbage. Keep these quick facts in mind, and you will ace your computer exams with flying colors. Let's review everything we learned with our final section, 15 one-line revision points. First, remember that the abacus was developed in China, and Napier's bones were invented in 1617. Pascaline arrived in 1642, followed by the Leibniz step reckoner in 1673. The difference engine and analytical engine were both designed in 1822. Moving to electronic machines, ENIAC used vacuum tubes, and transistors were used in the second generation. Integrated circuits were introduced in the third generation, while microprocessors took over in the fourth. Always remember, AI is the key feature of the fifth generation, and the supercomputer is the most powerful machine. Mainframes are used by large organizations, microcomputers are used by individuals, and hybrid computers beautifully combine both analog and digital signals. Let's challenge our brains with our final bonus section, Olympiad quick revision and confusing facts. Let's clear up some common mistakes students make. First, look out for the difference between the Pascaline and the step reckoner. The Pascaline could only add and subtract, but the step reckoner could do all four math operations. Next, don't confuse Babbage to machines. The difference engine was never completed, but the analytical engine became the first general-purpose design. For electronic computers, remember that ABC was the very first electronic digital computer but was not commercial. ENIAC was the first general-purpose electronic computer, while UNIVAC I was the very first commercial computer sold to businesses. Now, let's practice some top quiz questions. What was the first calculating device? The Abacus. Who is the father of computer? Charles Babbage. Which generation used microprocessors? The fourth generation. And finally, what type of computer do you use at home? A microcomputer, like your laptop or tablet. Wow, what an incredible journey through time. We learned how computers grew from simple bead frames into powerful AI brains. From Charles Babbage's grand ideas to the smart gadgets in our pockets, technology never stops growing. Thank you for exploring the evolution of computers with me today. Keep learning, keep being curious, and who knows? Maybe you will invent the next great technology of the future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your classmates. See you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.